Hello, my name is Calla Illusions, and just recently I've been diagnosed with dyslexia. That means my brain processes things differently. So for my school project I wanted to find out how everyone's brains processes things. Look at these strange blue circles on the green background. Do they seem to move? They're not, it's just a picture. You can see this if you focus your eyes directly on one circle and they will all slowly stop. Now let's look at the eye. The eyes allow us to see. In the eye there are rods and cones. The rods and cones send information to our visual processing part of the brain. The information is sent to us via electric signal. Your eyes work in a similar way to a camera. Light passes through the lens of your eye and is recorded on the back of your eye, the retina. What do you see? An upside down face? Okay. We are going to change the side and you will see something very weird. Ah! So scary. It wasn't actually an upside down face. The eyebrows were underneath. The reason why our brain thought it was an upside down face is because we're used to seeing eyebrows above the eye and a smile. So when we looked at it we thought it was just a normal upside down face, but now when you turn it around it looks really weird. Look at this black and white picture of the butterfly. I'm going to trick your brain into seeing colours that are not there. Ready? Stare at the cross in the middle of the butterfly and I will count to 35. Meanwhile, here's some music. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Ah! What do you see? All the time you were really just looking at a black and white picture. Your brain sees the opposite colours to the ones I was looking at before. So staring at that cross, I changed the slide and you saw an after image and the brain changed the colours so it looked like a butterfly. Do you see an island here? What happens if I turn it this way up? Now do you see a face? I spoke to Professor Denis Marshall to ask him how the brain sees the world. I'm interested in visual illusions. Can you tell me how the brain makes them?
Visual illusions? Visual illusions are really interesting because it really tells us about what the brain does. And the brain is this thing inside your head, and it's what makes you understand the world. It's what makes you make sense of the world, make sense of things that we see and hear all the time. And you might think that when you look at something, so if you're looking at my hand, for example, that you immediately see it. It's just there. But that's not quite true. What you see are some patterns of light and dark, and then your brain tries to interpret that, tries to make sense. It says, oh, that pattern of light and dark, I know that must be a hand. So it's always trying to interpret things. And visual illusions is when we trick the brain. We show them patterns of black and white, of light, and make the brain interpret them in one way, think it's one thing, when in fact it could be another thing as well. So on my computer here, I have an example. Yeah. Here we have, let's look at this one over here. Yeah. What have we got here? We've got some black circles with a bit cut out of it. So what do these look like, each of these circles?
Like 4 Pac-Man.
4 Pac-Man, that's right, 4 Pac-Man. That's all you see, and they're all facing in different directions. Yeah. What happens when the 4 Pac-Men are all turned so they're all facing inwards?
It looks like there's a square.
Exactly, it looks like there's a square, but is there really a square there?
No.
Well, if you squint a bit and try really hard, you can actually see that these, look at each of the individual ones, these are each just individual Pac-Men, and the square isn't really there. So that's what your brain does. Your brain helps you make sense of the world so that you know what to do, where you're going, and how to act on things.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Look at the blue square right here in the corner of the Rubik's Cube. Look, what colour do you think? Oh, it's blue, right? Now look at this block here. What colour do you think it is? It looks yellow, doesn't it? Now, I'll put this grey shit on this blue part here. Let's see, it's now grey. And on here, on this yellow, they're actually the same colour. Pretty cool, right? A here and B here. There's a block here and B is in a shadow. Do A and B look like the same colour? No? If you think no, then look at that. Now, as soon as I take it off, they come back. So the reason why this happens is your brain really just tries to fill in for the pattern, even if this is just the same colour as that. Remember, everyone's brain is weird and wonderful. Thank you.